people, you're welcome to another episode of Behind Closed Doors, the secret we don't share until it's over. I remain your number one host, Damilola Adiboro, aka Damien Swags. And on the show with me, we have the delectable Big Fish herself. Welcome with me.
Escalation, thanks for having me.
You're welcome. And so, lovely viewers, sit and ride with me and go nowhere.
Are you still struggling with delayed transactions and high fees? There is a better way with Lemfi. Send money with ease from UK, US, or Canada to Nigeria. Your money arrives in minutes, not days. Use the code on the screen to get a cashback when you send money home. Download the Lemfi app on your Google Play Store or your App Store today.
Welcome back. Sometimes love and loyalty are tested beyond what we can see. Today's story comes from a woman who is torn between commitment and desire, as a forbidden relationship pulls her deeper into a web of lies. She once loved her husband with all her heart, but now she's found herself drawn to his younger brother, risking everything she holds dear. So join us on Behind Closed Doors as we unravel the journey of betrayal, regret, and passion. This is a story of love lost and line crossed, of choices that leaves the heart broken. As we listen, we will ask ourselves, can love survive such betrayal? Don't miss this heart-wrenching episode. Sure to leave you with more questions than answers. I was once happily married to a man who gave me everything I've ever dreamed of. My husband was kind, strong, and devoted to me. We built a life that I thought was perfect. A beautiful home, a shared life full of laughter, and a connection that I thought nothing could disrupt. For years, I truly believed it was my one and only. But life has a way of taking unexpected, painful turns. And now, here I am, a person I barely recognize, entangled in a situation I never imagined for myself. It all started when my husband's younger brother, Emmanuel, moved in with us to complete his NYC in Lagos. My husband was overjoyed to have his brother close, and I welcomed him as a family. Emmanuel was full of life, always bringing energy to the house. I never thought that anything could happen between us. To me, he was my husband's little brother, and I saw him with the affection and respect you have for a family member. But as weeks went on, things started to shift. Emmanuel began bringing home friends from work and occasionally beautiful women he'd met. I would hear the laughter echoing from his room. But what followed left me shaken. Late at night, I began hearing sounds, muffled voices, laughter. And then, as the night wore on, sounds that revealed far more. I tried to ignore them, to distract myself, but they grew louder, invading my thoughts. It was during our annual leave when I found myself home alone during the day. Emmanuel was home often as well, and one afternoon, I overheard him with a woman. She was laughing, then quiet, and soon, the unmistakable sounds of their passion filled the silence of the house. I felt something inside of me stir, something I hadn't felt in years. Despite myself, I edged closer to his door, embarrassed but transfixed, listening as if in a trance. Hmm. Those moments planted seeds of longing and curiosity that began to haunt me. I felt ashamed, guilty, but I couldn't ignore the thrill it brought. And soon, I found myself comparing. I began to notice things about my husband at once dismissed. The way he seemed distant, the way he rushed through our intimate moments, and the way I started feeling less satisfied. Little by little, my eyes turned toward Emmanuel in ways I never imagined. One evening, I accidentally opened the door to Emmanuel's room, thinking he was out. But he was there, fresh from the shower, wrapped in a towel. He froze, and so did I. But his calm, knowing smile said everything. That moment seemed to linger, a silent invitation. Hmm. And before I knew it, a line had been crossed. I slept with my husband's younger brother. It felt wrong, even as it felt exhilarating. We gave in to the temptation that had been building for weeks. And in that moment, I felt a strange release, a rush that had been missing for long. The guilt came soon after, a dark cloud that loomed over me whenever I was with my husband. But something in me had shifted. I began to pull away from my husband, shutting him out and making excuses. Emmanuel and I fell into a routine of secrecy and stolen moments. And while I knew I was spiraling, I couldn't stop. Hmm. I was addicted, trapped between the guilt and the desire that Emmanuel stirred within me. Then, my word took an even darker turn. I found out I was pregnant. I knew, deep down, that the child was Emmanuel's, but I convinced myself that it didn't matter, that no one would ever have to know. I allowed my husband to believe the baby was his, to watch him grow excited and make plans. But each moment was like a weight pressing on my heart. With every smile, every kind word, I felt a piece of myself crumble. After his NYSC ended, Emmanuel got a high-paying job with an oil company and moved out. I thought that perhaps this would be the end of things between us, that the distance will allow me to repair my marriage and focus on my husband and our family. But instead, I found myself missing him more intensely. The absence amplifying my desire. Against my better judgment, I began visiting him in secrecy, unable to stay away. The connection we had was too strong, and I told myself lie after lie just to justify it, convincing myself it was harmless, even though I knew I was deceiving the man who loved me unconditionally. Hmm. Over time, my husband continued to show his love for me in ways I felt I didn't deserve. For my birthday, he surprised me with a brand new 2023 Benz, along with other thoughtful gifts, all wrapped in his love and dedication. The guilt hit me harder than ever. He was this wonderful man, completely oblivious to the betrayal that had taken root in our marriage. He looked at me with pride and adoration, and I felt I was betraying him over and over every single day. And yet, my feelings for Emmanuel had grown into something I couldn't easily dismiss. I didn't just crave the passion and thrill he offered. A part of me wanted him. Our heart was split, and I found myself drifting further from the man who had given me everything, drawn to a love I couldn't explain or justify. The burden of my action was suffocating, but I didn't know how to break free. Now, with my family's future in jeopardy and a secret son my husband believes is his own, I am faced with a choice I'm terrified to make. I know that no matter what I do, someone will be hurt. If I confess, my husband will be shattered, and I fear losing the family we've built. But if I stay silent, I'm forced to live a life of deception, constantly haunted by the truth that I carry. This tangled web of woven has left me in pieces. I need advice, a way out of this maze. I am standing on the edge, wondering if there is a way to repair the damage I've caused, or if I'm destined to carry this guilt for the rest of my life. I love my husband deeply, and the man who has given me so much. But I can't deny the connection I feel with Emmanuel, even as I know it's a path to ruin. Each day, I live this lie. It chips away at my soul. I fear the day the truth will come to light. Yet, I am too weak to let go of what has become my escape. I have made a mess of everything. And now, I don't know where to turn to, or how to fix the broken pieces of heart I've caused. Please, if anyone can hear me, I need help. I feel like I'm standing on the edge, struggling to find a way back. The pain feels overwhelming, and I don't know how much longer I can hold on. I just want this person. Well, before we can even provide any advice, I think we need to know what led to what caused it, how she got there, how it started, what happened, what was she thinking? Because really, I must say, this is a dirty act. Really.
Yeah. Dami, I think you've said well. And in my own opinion, okay, this particular lady in question, she's a selfish person. She's not contented,
Sure.
and she's addicted to sex, in my own opinion.
Well, on that addiction, I don't support it.
Why?
Yeah, here's why. Going by the story,
Okay.
this said lady had no issues with her husband before the said brother came into the picture. Going by the story I said,
Okay.
she was okay with everything the husband had to offer before the boy came into the picture. So I don't see her as someone that has always been addicted to sex.
Can I say something there?
Of course you can.
Okay, let's use an example. I will use like two or three scenarios
Okay.
so that our audience will understand,
Okay.
or our viewers will understand better.
All right.
In the case of a dead battery, not even a dead battery, a car and a battery in it. Parking a car, putting a battery, you want to start your car back, it's not working like it's not working fine.
Okay.
And you get another battery to jump start it. What will happen?
Speaks.
That is one. She picks when she saw the husband's brother. One.
So the husband is the
He's the
Car.
motto.
the brother
Then,
is the
yeah.
jump starter.
Yes, you get it there. Number two there. When you're outside the country, you're not used to you won't see your local food.
Sure.
You will never see by everywhere. You not see buka here, buka there. All you see is burger, Chinese restaurant, this restaurant, that restaurant, and you'll be fantasizing on having your ever. You want to have it one way or the other. If you didn't go with your own local food. Coming back to Nigeria, on stepping at the airport, my kind of person I go to Yagbegiri first. Amalati Gbegiri, Atewedu Abulagidi. Sure you understand. You want to have that feelings. I want to eat my bolly on the streets. I want to call gala.
Okay.
Sure you get it.
Yeah.
Now, the husband is the burger,
Okay.
while the brother is the local food. I think that I don't need to argue anything.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think with these two scenarios I've stated, this should be able to assist or guide our audience on the reasons why I said she's actually addicted to sex.
Well, at this point, I think I have just one advice for this person, and that is for her to confess. Because really, karma is a bitch. No matter what you do in life, it will always come back haunting you. You go nowhere. It will have a way. It always has a way. It's always come back. So I would say she should just go ahead and confess.
Thank you, Dami. Well, to me, I would rather say she should do it. Yeah, she should not. And I have my reasons for saying that.
Okay.
I'll give you, my kind of person. I will always give scenarios to whatever I say to back it up so that people understand better. In the olden days, I'll say it in Yoruba here so that people
Sure.
understand. And to my sisters and brothers who don't understand Yoruba, I will take it back in English.
All right.
Àwọn bàbá wa láyé àtijọ́, tó bá lọ sábà, and it trains the sister, the wife and the brother-in-law. They could have something together, and nobody will say anything.
Yeah, laba.
Laba, yes. I mean, in the farm, in the village, the so-called raw farm. You understand? And things will happen. Now they will go back home after 9 months. Yeah, one more. Yeah, congratulations. We have a baby boy. We have a baby girl, and life goes on. But my own advice, I'm not supporting. Let's be mindful there. I am not supporting people acting the way she just did. I'm not supporting her in any form.
Or you are saying she shouldn't.
But I am saying she should not, because number one, it will shatter the child's life, and it will definitely scatter the family. So to me, what you don't say does not trigger anything. You understand? So in my own opinion and my own little advice, I would say to her that she just stay away from wherever the brother is. We know he left the house. They were still saying she should take her mind off it. If she actually wanted if she actually wanted to be settled in her home, she thinks she's feeling bad or guilty of her actions, and she should move closer to God and seek for forgiveness.
Hmm.
That is my point.
Yeah, our lovely audience, you just heard from Big Fish, and you can always leave your suggestion and further advice in our comment section. And so, people, we've come to the end of today's episode of Behind Closed Doors. And like I always say, in case you have somebody going through anything at all and you want us to address, you can always send it to our email address showing on the screen or leave it in our comment section. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like, comment, share. And I remain your favorite person in the world, your number one host, Damilola Adegbero, aka Damien Swags. And with me is my co-host, Big Fish herself.
Thank you, Lucia. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Until we meet next time, catch ya.
Ciao.